Okay, so now we're going to make an assumption about time periods. Okay, so events occur in an instant in time, but we record it like it's a time bucket. So day one here represents all of day one, right? And during that beginning inventory is at the beginning of the day one, that is one instant in time. Even though this row represents a time bucket of one day, this represents one instant in time. So you have to make sure that we do this consistently. So demand occurs during the day, okay, and ending inventory is at the end of the day. All right. So here we're going to again consider these two columns to figure out what our inventory position is. Now, units received is whatever orders that are outstanding, it is received at the end of the day. Okay, so we're going to assume that it is not available. Whatever is received is not available for the demand of the day. Okay, it is available for the next day. Okay, and on order is for a time bucket for the entire day. Okay, is there an order that's outstanding during the day? Okay, so our inventory position, okay, at the end of the day we're now going to say whether we're going to place the order or not, right? So we say, okay, ending inventory, okay, plus, okay, we're going to look at the previous day, right? The previous day, was there an order outstanding? Okay, if there was an order outstanding, then we have to count that as available inventory for the purpose of determining whether we're going to place another order. Otherwise, we will just simply be placing more orders even though there are outstanding orders. And at the end of the day, did we receive that order? If we receive that order, then we need to cancel that out because it's already been counted in the beginning inventory. So we're going to do that in the next day. See, beginning inventory, we added that, right? So that would have been already counted, so we need to take that out. So this will give us the inventory position. So ending inventory plus was there anything on order previously and was it received? If not, then that gets added. So that's our inventory position. Okay. Now we compare that inventory position to see whether we need to order or not. So we can say if that inventory position is less than or equal to the reorder point, okay, and that should be absolute referenced, okay, then we will place an order. Okay, so this can be done in different ways. You can say 1 or 0. 1 means order, 0 means don't order, or you can do this way, or we can even enter the order quantity. So I'm going to do it in this fashion. Okay, so yes or no. All right. Okay, let me correct the typo here. Okay. Now, if we place an order, then we're going to have to set up a lead time, right? So if you say if this is equal to yes, okay, if this is yes, so then we do a VLOOKUP. Okay, so VLOOKUP rand comma that, okay, absolute reference comma 2. All right. Okay. Now if you're not placing an order, then, well, we could put 0 for now, but we have to come back and do something else there because of this complication that we have to when the order will be received and how that will be accounted for. So that needs to be modeled. So we need to do something to that 0 later on. For right now, let's just leave it like that. So if there is no order, then there is no lead time. If there is an order, then there will be a lead time. then so on order, okay, so that will be if I30 is 0, so that means there is no order because it's 0, lead time is 0, so on order will be 0. Otherwise, on order will be the order quantity. So if there is a positive lead time, okay, then the outstanding order is 10. Otherwise, there is nothing, no order. Now, here is where the problem arises. So now we have to see whether that order was received or not. So for that order, whether it was received or not is based on whether there was an order and what is the lead time. So you have to go back. Suppose if this order had a lead time of 2, then that unit will be received here. Well, here. Order was placed here and it will be received here to be used in day 3, right? So you have to look back and see whether an order was placed or not. And that's where the difficulty arises. So what we have to do then is we have to keep the lead time for the outstanding order. Whenever there is an outstanding order, we'll have a non-zero lead time. So that way we will know whether an order is outstanding or not. So and we need the lead time to be able to look back properly. So let's go ahead and copy this for a couple of time periods so we will know, right? See now, an order was placed here, inventory position is 0, so an order was placed here and the lead time was 3, right? So if we can maintain the lead time of 3, all right, for 3 more periods, so like there, there and there, because the order is going to be outstanding during these 3 periods and would be delivered at the end of the 3rd day because the lead time is 3. And that is the trick that we need to be able to properly code the units received, because this order of 10, okay, will be received not here, but here at the end of the day. So we need to be able to model that properly. And for that, we need to change the lead time formula. So instead of saying 0, so if there is no order, you have to see whether there is an order outstanding, and in which case the lead time will be the same as what it was previously, right? So let's look at that one, or let's look at this one. Okay, let's set up the formula here, and then we can set it up. We can copy that formula up there. All right. So now, if okay, here we did if this was yes, then we had a lead time. Otherwise 0, right? So that 0 part is what we need to change. So if an order was not placed that particular day, now we have to look back and see whether there is any outstanding order, and we can so the way we can code this is that if in the previous day an order was received, okay, if an order was received the previous day, okay, if no order was received the previous day, then there is no change in the lead time of the previous week. Okay, if the previous week was 0, then it is 0 now. The previous was 2, it is 2 now, because whether there was an order or not, nothing happened at the end of the day. So whatever the lead time outstanding order was, if there was no outstanding order, then there is no outstanding order now as well, because there was no order was placed. If the order was placed, that's a different matter. Okay. Otherwise, it is the same as the previous case. Otherwise, it is 0. Okay. Now I need an if there. So it's a nested if condition. All right. See, now we copy that down. Then you see that the lead time continues. Okay. So even though the order was there is no order here, the same lead time for the outstanding order is maintained. Okay. And we need to set this up properly, then you will have two only for 2 periods. Okay, let's copy that to the other two, so you'll have consistent pattern. Now units received, okay, that's this is where the crux of the complexity comes from. This is the reason why we have to go through these complex modeling.